house, Pensacola State College, and she does a lot of stuff in the community around diversity and inclusion, and is vice president of institutional diversity. So thank you, just a dynamic individual. Also, you heard Jack say earlier that industry is in the house. I want to also recognize somebody that I've gotten a lot of support from, who is a mover and shaker in the community. Our Vice President for Operations, Mr. Jason Nichols' son, and he is also the chairperson for Visit Pensacola. So he's doing a lot of good stuff. And as you all know, when UWF, go Argos, when we were playing nationally, you saw those dynamic commercials. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. That was like awesome stuff. So the fourth one, are we on the fourth one? Okay, my brain, I'm a hyper person, I don't remember who it is. So number 4, could you come up, tell us what you're reporting on? Structure, okay.
Maurice, that's right. So when we talked about the structure, we talked about the structure of 2 things. First, the local movement, a local movement aside from the national movement for the Equal Justice Initiative, and how we could accomplish some local goals to help them out. But then also some structure for us, the Race and Reconciliation meeting itself, possibly moving, let me move over here, there's something over there. Possibly moving to a new location for this meeting with the traffic situation the way it is now. For that, there was a couple of different options. We wanted to steer, if possible, to something that was a neutral ground for people to come to. So trying to stay clear of possibly a religious organization, but considering all options there. Possibly a hotel. Let's see, number 2. And also we talked about the structure as far as unifying the smaller organizations within the community. Us coming together to form some type of collaborative group to see how all of these smaller groups who have similar goals can create some collaborative goals to accomplish some of the bigger things together. So we talked about possibly scheduling a meeting during Race and Reconciliation's summer break for these groups to come together to determine what those goals might be, and to determine then what the structure of this collaborative group would look like. So let's see, number 3. All right, a collection of our communication and marketing.
Some social media.
Some social, right, not correcting, I'm sorry, that's a poor word choice, but improving our social media presence, improving social media engagement for the group, and also the collection of local stories. Julie said that there was an egg where they tell stories. I've heard nothing about it, but possibly collecting some local stories so that some stories that are relevant to the minority communities in the area, some things that are maybe a little bit difficult for some people to discuss, but have that conversation held there, have their stories told there. Also working on, there's a backlog, if I'm not mistaken, because Julie's taken on another responsibility. So there's a backlog on creating an email list to kind of create that engagement and make people aware of the meetings and the things that are going on. So working on possibly getting some volunteers to fill that backlog. As I said, the Facebook presence, and then also our strive for intersectionality. Trying not to be exclusionary to any population, and then bring in as many other populations as we can. A part of that was, a part of what we discussed as far as structure. I believe she said that you were speaking with within the African American community currently?
No, Bill.
Bill,
Bill,
okay.
bringing
Right, they were speaking already within the African-American community to increase the engagement here and otherwise locally increase activism. And some ideas that we had is maybe we should, of course, not stop trying, but redirect that energy to younger, more mobile generation, and basically increasing the engagement of younger African Americans and letting them move this change forward. That makes it good.
No, you got it.
I love the way. Thank you.